Hello and welcome to the third edition of Fanart Friday. Today's not just any regular Friday, it's March the 3rd of 2023, and today marks the day that the HD remaster of the GameCube classic Metroid Prime will finally be released. Or I should say the physical edition will be released today. I think I wasn't the only person who was quite surprised by the shadow drop or shadow announcement that Nintendo did during their Nintendo Direct event just 2 weeks earlier. But it was definitely a very welcome surprise, and I think many would agree, Metroid Prime was one of the most defining games of the Nintendo GameCube era. And it's still quite a miracle how they managed to make the jump from the almost legendary 2D Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo into the 3D environment and kind of first person action adventure, how I think they titled it. If you look into the history of retro studios and the history of Metroid Prime in general, it's really a game that shouldn't even exist, or at least not be not in the shape and form that it does today. Yeah, it's quite mind-boggling how well they succeeded in creating this game. When you consider that most employees of Retro Studio at the time weren't even familiar with creating video games. Pretty much all of the staff came from a movie background, and they were all coming from like Hollywood movie VFX background, and not at all experienced in making video games. So to have their first actual video game title be such a huge success, especially considering the type of game that they were aiming for, and the legacy that they had to respect and base their game off of, you really gotta hand it to them. I mean, I think they managed to exceed everyone's expectations at that time. It's one of those games that despite having aged, it's still fun to play and the graphics still hold up. But at the same time, it's also one of those games that was also really deserving of getting an HD remaster, and the new version does look really pretty and looks really, really fun to play. But hey, same goes for Metroid Dread, obviously. Another game that I really, really enjoyed, that had some quite beautiful graphics, and fantastic gameplay. The movement was just really great in that game. And I hope we'll get another 2D Metroid like that soon. I don't have to wait another, 10 years. So yeah, what would be more fitting for this Fanart Friday than Samus? I decided to go with Zero Suit Samus instead of her wearing the suit, mostly because if I had to draw her wearing the suit, it most likely would have had to been an action pose, like her in a fighting pose or something. And I think images like those are not exactly rare to come by, and there didn't seem to be any point in me drawing just another, Samus in her suit shooting her gun. Not that Zero Suit Samus fan arts are a rare thing. There are also plenty of those. Yeah, but I decided to go for, like I said before in my previous videos, a more natural pose, something a bit more human-like, not having her like jump or shoot her gun or something. Just her sitting down, having a plush-Metroid in her lap. Just something that makes her look a bit more human, I guess. Also, of course, so that I could practice anatomy more. As you might have seen in the sketch, I'm still struggling with anatomy quite a bit. Especially the legs and the knees gave me some trouble. It was a bit hard to figure out the correct length of all the limbs. So yeah, that was also a reason. Oh, and also because Zero Suit Samus is my main character in Smash Brothers. So I kinda had to go for that. And one more reason would be, to keep it a bit simple. These fan art drawings aren't my main body of work. I'm mostly a comic artist working on my Cat.net comic, so I don't want to spend too much time on these Fan Art Fridays. Although they're fun, I don't want to create a fan art that would take me 2 or 3 days to complete. Still aiming for something that can be done in a couple of hours in one day. So I'll probably not going to do any fan art with some, elaborate background or multiple characters, or the character fighting some monsters or something. Just keeping it simple. Oh, and hey, what do you think of my new stream layout? It matches my new title artwork, and since the comic is about a cat who's diving into the internet, I thought like using this kind of old monitor frame would be a nice idea. And then added some, cool cat stickers, made it look all used up. And I can change the stickers now and then. Oh, and the 2 cats on top are actually my own 2 cats, John and Yoko. And here we are at the end already. As always, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!